So we're gonna make our rounds around the store, and of course I have my handy dandy 2DS XL out. Look, so we're at currently 36% shoot, taking damage. So all right. So yeah. So we're going to make some video content with my trusty dusty 2DS XL. So there's a boss outside. Hey, what's up, man? Hey. Alright, hold on one second. Hello everyone, Nick outside the store today. Yes, I brought my Luigi system. My Luigi system's with me outside the store. Here you go. Luigi system. So we're going to be going over to the line. Let's go to the line, 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 line. I got a line, 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 line. No copyright music. I hate copyright music. Please, no copyright music. Okay, so we're on the line right now. Please stop playing the copyright music. So, some of us are trying to make a living on YouTube. Please stop playing copyright music. Sorry. Please stop playing or move away. If you're playing copyright music, I'm on stream. Thank you. Please move somewhere else, sir. Alright, sorry, your frequent event stuff are cool. I love it, I love it, I love it. Sorry. You rock, you rock. Alright, so we got more people. Sorry, you rock. Keep it up. So, anyway, Nintendo 2DS XL and scene. Yeah, I just hate the copyright music. It's so annoying. It's like, I have to deal with people that are gonna like, well, let me just stream shot this guy down by playing copyright music. It's like, that's not cool, man. Could you play that music elsewhere? Like, I'm not saying you can't play it outside. You just can't play it on my stream. Get back. I gave you my boundary. I was more than polite. No. So, that is one of the things that you have to deal with when you're out in San Francisco. We are kind of making ways away. We are unfortunately a little low on energy today, so I'm kind of burned out. I'm probably gonna hit a slump sludge, because it's Memorial Day. I missed my time slot for today, so I have to just accept it and be like, fine, whatever, F, screw it. So we gotta keep going. This has been a very trying time. I really wish someone told me, hey Tessa, what's up? Oh yeah, I don't know what to do right now. I will probably be doing a short stream today. Again, it's like, this is basically a sludge scum treadmill, right? I do think it's funny, and I have to say this, because this is a sad reality of life, right? Nobody gets a break. We never get a break in life. Yeah, you could take one, and then you have to somehow make up all of the lost work that you're trying to do. So this is the problem with the platform, right? If you are not someone who's on a pedestal, your platform is nothing. You can't get anywhere. And this is the problem with YouTube. You could be, and trust me, it could still be yanked from you, from the skin of your teeth, in a day. But it's like, how does anyone live on this platform? Is beyond me. And I always am shocked, even that people with like 250,000 subs, they struggle too. They really do. So yeah, I got a paperclip on my sunglasses because my sunglasses decided to be like, screw you, Nick. And I was like, fine. Yeah. So we're not going to be on for very long. Hey, Diabolical Native, how are you? I appreciate the compliment. Hit the like button. As always, I appreciate the likes. Yeah, YouTube is just so funky and weird. The phone isn't working well. I'm dealing with so many issues. So many issues. And I'm just like, God, are you fucking listening, God? Like, Jesus goddamn Christ. Like, please listen. Please help. Please don't stomp on my dreams. It's been 14 years in the making. 14 years. You know, I just think of that one SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob is crying about his dreams, and then a bunch of nasty people come up to him and he's like, "You're not the only one with broken dreams." And then you're just like, guys, can you give him a break? What the like, look, I'm not saying, right, it'll get better. Well, I keep telling myself that every day. That bird seems to be getting better. Look at that bird. That bird's having fun. See? It's that bird. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Right. So like, look, I understand that some people might have what some people think of some people, unrealistic dreams, but when you've been at the game as much as I have, you kind of have to have some level of respect, of showmanship, and stick-to-itiveness, because everybody's just trying to make a difference in the world, and sometimes, we have to accept the paths we walk, because it's the easiest one to make. And look, anyone can try to influence change, right? Anyone can tell someone to change, but really, the change has to come from the heart. And you could force someone to change, and it'll only last as good as it'll last. Nothing in life is permanent. Nothing is. Your life's not permanent. Your paycheck's not permanent. Your YouTube status isn't permanent. And then there are just some things I'm just like, well, then what is? What can we work towards without feeling like it's going to be ripped up under us, under the rug? Right, Tessa? You get what I'm saying. It's like, how about our safety, our privacy? What are we supposed to do? Thank you, Tessa. Hey, I like Blue Yoshi. You hit the like button. What's up? So I have some technical difficulties, but I'm trying to work on it right now. You know, I get a lot of slack because of the Teddy Swims, lose control. But it's like, have you ever had someone impact your life so positively that you not only cried, but you just genuinely liked the person's message? Have you ever felt that way? Because if you haven't, I wish I could explain how it feels. It not only just feels beautiful and amazing, it's like, that's the reason why people live. That's why people want to live. It's like I'm pointing at a chalkboard. It's like, if you don't get this, then you need to start learning it. You know what I mean? You got what I meant. So, people will question your authority and your genuineness all the time, no matter what. And you have to remember one thing. Just because not everybody likes you doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you might not fit in that class of people. And that doesn't mean you have to take it out on yourself. So, and someone is always going to be a critic, right? Whether the reason for being the critic is valid or invalid, you always have to just stand up for yourself and be like, look, this is how I did it. And if you don't want to tell me, then you're the problem. You want to be the solution? Then be the solution. But if you want to be the problem, well, guess what? You're a gaslighter. That's the truth. I'm sorry, but it's like, when people come up to me and have critiques, and then they block me months later, like, oh, I don't really like you anyway. That's a move. Don't do that, ever. So, thank you, Tessa, for standing by me. Hey, Light Blue Yoshi. I'm just on my rant today. So, yeah, I'm just on a rant. So I apologize. It's really frustrating. It's like, how do you make a difference in people's lives? You know? Just really genuinely try to be a good person, and people misunderstand the point you're trying to make. They misunderstand. And it's like, you're explaining to them, and they're just like, whoosh, and it's like, do you want me to explain it in Swahili? Do you want me to explain it in Afrikanese? What do you want me to explain it in? So, anyway. I'm just, people might think I'm full of anger, hate, and rage, but that's not what it is. That's not what it is. It's love and passion and commitment and devotion. And that's things that people love. That's what people live for. If they didn't have that, they'd have nothing. You could give anybody the resources to live, and then feel like nothing because they don't have the passion to keep going through. They don't have the connection. They don't have the warmth. Okay, so yeah, I just never forgot when that teacher from that one school I went to didn't like me. And they were so desperate to flunk me. And I was like, you know what? You're a terrible teacher. And then she was like, what? I was like, yeah, you heard me. You're a terrible teacher. And she's like, well, what do you mean? Pixel, it's kind of hard to explain. I'm just going through a lot right now. I'm just exhausted and burned out. I'm really trying to hang on. It's like, I'm like holding on this roller coaster of life. And it's like, could it please get any easier? You know? And look, I don't want to rant or rave, but it's like some of these people online need to take a chill pill and actually understand the shoes that someone else is walking. And it's like, look, I am not saying you're not allowed to criticize, but don't hit the insult, guys. Like, try to at least understand where the person's coming from before you go for the insult. And if you're going to make assumptions, that just makes an ass out of you and them. So, yeah, sorry, I just tell it how it is. So, anyway, you know, I cried when I lost this one competition, not because I lost, but because I thought I put so much effort and work into it. And when someone came up to me, they said, Nick, you don't embody community. I was like, what the heck does that mean? And then you know what they said to me? I don't have to tell you. So you know what I looked and said in their face? You're a liar, horrible person, and you need to get out of my life. And that's what I said. And you know why I said that? Because nobody should tell you that you're bad at something without giving an explanation. That's bullying. That's what that is. So, anyway, Tessa, so I'm still going to keep walking and on stream. So I apologize if my passionate fieriness is burning certain fan bases to blaze, but I'm just trying to be myself. And if being yourself is a crime, then no one would live. Isn't that right, Tessa? You agree. So, yeah. Going through a lot right now. Trying to find my own passions that I have. Showing how to show it to people. How to explain it to people. And people are like, oh, I don't get this. With like the most, like, not even just snob. Just, and it's like, look, if you don't like this, that's fine. But if you can't explain to the person what to do to improve without giving the most bare bones feedback and no specifics, you need to GTFO. You need to shut up and GTFO. Because that's terrible. It's like, this person is working their hardest to do the best they can. And for you to skate someone when they're working so hard and you don't understand their perspective is rude, is nasty, is terrible. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. So, yeah. Anyway, Tessa, yeah, we're at 4 likes right now, crossing the street. You know, I really enjoyed going to Golden Gate Bridge yesterday. I mean that. I mean that. What else is going on? We got 4 likes. Yeah, I gotta work harder tomorrow. Well, thank you. You know, it's like anything in life. You have to just smile through everything and be like, I'm wonderful! And you're not. And it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? I tell the person the problem, then they gaslight you. And it's just like, well, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to contextualize? Could you give me better information than just giving me a passive-aggressive statement? Like, you're passive-aggressive. No, I'm not passive-aggressive. You're passive-aggressive. And it's like, look, I'm sorry, honey. I care about you. But I'm telling you what it is. I'm drowning, and you're describing to me the water. You remember that as good as it gets? It's like, how do I explain to someone that they're the problem and tell them how to fix their problem when they're trying to tell me of my problems. It's like, honey, this isn't about me. This is about helping you. It's like, I'm here for you, you know? So, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm like, my fieriness is like coming across today. Got my red on. Thank you again, Tessa. Can we get more likes up? God, my throat is like killing me. You know, it's so scary. This world is so scary. And all I just want to do is be happy, fun, and free without judgment. The best thing is just be calm. You know, ideally you'd be right. Ideally you'd be right. But sometimes we have to use our voice because it's our choice. And sometimes people want to gaslight with toxicity. And you have to be like, listen up! And then you have to just say it without any fall, without any fail. Because if you don't, then the person's like, he didn't say anything! And then they just use it against you. And they'll still try to play that game anyway. And it's like, how do you talk to people when they don't understand you? And it's just like, you let it be known. So that's what you have to do. Like, I'm here and I'm queer. I'm loud and I'm proud. So either deal with it or don't. So yeah, that's just the truth. And I worked many years in homophobic environments. Many years crying tears, crying because people were nasty. And then people are like, no, that's not your problem. You had it easy. No, I didn't. Just because I grew up in a family in a nicer town, I had it easy? No, I didn't. Did you have it easy? Everybody had their own cross to bear, honey. So, anyway. Yeah. So yeah, that's me today. I just think it's sad when we can't come together on issues and put our past behind us. It's like, look, honey, if you can't put past behind you, you don't grow. That's just the truth. And people that come into my stream, they keep doing that, I have to tell them, well, wall and door. Wall and door. And it's like you're showing them the boundary, and if they don't expect a boundary, you show them the door. And that's just the truth. And I'm giving this lesson because I've had to do that a lot. And if I didn't have people like Tessa to back me up, I don't know what I'd do. And you know, I not just say that for her benefit and my own, but I say that for anybody who's been been treated like garbage through any relationship, friendship, or whatever. And some people take me out of context and they just want to be like, oh, he's going to lose control. It's like, look, the point of that song is to understand the importance of in a situation that is so looking good when it's bad. You're scared and you don't know what choices to make. That's the point. That's like anybody's life. So if you don't understand that, you don't understand how life works. So I'm giving you a 411 lesson on how that works. And sometimes it's like the Bradley Cooper movie with Jennifer Lawrence. You have to read the signs. Nobody wants to read the signs. But we all have to read the signs. Okay. Anyway, we're at 18-minute mark. I don't expect to do that well today, personally. It's just what it is. You know? I can only smile so much that people are like, he failed! And it's like, whatever. Another day, another dollar. So, I'm just gonna smile through it. It's just really sad that people they get off on being so nasty. It's like, look, unless there's a reason to call someone out, that's not calling out, that's just insulting. So, I can call out anyone I know that is doing it correctly. And I'd be valid for what I say. Thank you, Pixel. But at the end of the day, we'll have to remember our sense of justice inside ourselves. No matter what anyone tries to project on you, you have to really ask, well, what am I doing here? And what is the other person saying? And if this person isn't listening, then maybe I do have to walk away by showing them the door and telling them that I've left and goodbye. So, yeah. I'm still walking. Thank you again, Pixie. Hold on 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm back. Sorry. I'm trying to get to 11th Street. I'm trying to get to 11th Street. Okay. Cute dog. What's your dog's name? What's your dog's name? What is it? Honey. Hi, honey. Worst dog? Oh my god. Oh my god, look at honey. Oh my god, look at honey. Look at honey. Hi, honey. Thank you, Tessa.
Yeah, she thinks she walking me down.
Hi, Jens. Hi, Nitrogen VR, how are you? Hit the like button. Let's hit 5 likes, guys. We need 5 on it. I need 5 on those likes. I need 5 on it. Give me 5 on them likes. Okay. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's very tough. I'm exhausted 24/7. I'm trying my best to just smile through everything. And it's like, how much longer am I going to make my point to make impact? I don't know how to talk to people half the time. And it's like, you got 6. Okay, good. Good. Let's get it to 10. You know? And it's just like, this is how the YouTube treadmill quicksand works. You're never good enough. It's like, how am I going to pay bills? How am I going to do this? And be like, get another job. It's like, this is what I want to do. This is my job. Excuse me. You want to do your job? Well, I want to do mine. And I think you have to agree with that. Don't you, Nitrogen? We all should. And if anyone ever tells you no to your dreams, you need to take your dreams and be like, these are my dreams, deal with it, or you're gone. Right? That's right. That's what we do in life. We don't let people judge us. Because the only one that judges us is up there. He's the only one that judges us. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. And if you're an atheist, then you know what? You probably judge other people too. So you know what? Every religious system is flawed in some way. So live with your own flaws, or you can't live with yourself. I have to live with mine, you have to live with yours. We all have to love each other in some way. Yeah, exactly. So, some people want to act like they're perfect onto themselves. You know what? Screw that. Screw that. You know, I just do what I do what I can. That's how life works. You know, I wasn't given everything I wanted. I was given what it was needed. You know? That's how life works. So, if anyone questions you, you stand by your ground and be like, Nick the Gaming Otter told me about life's needs. You're not focusing on the needs. That's how you win. That's how you win. That's how you show people this is what means boss. Boss. Game, set, match. And if someone tries to stomp on you unfairly, we all lose competitions, right? Let me get something out of the way. We all lose competitions. But just because we lose doesn't mean we throw someone under the bus and we call them names and use our identities to attack people. So people need to know that. So, yeah. So we gotta get to Harrison. So, thank you, Nitrogen. I just wish people understood my passion, my creativity, my dreams. Just because I don't live my life on someone else's ruler stick doesn't make me a bad person. You know, I was singing, and some people complimented, and some people didn't like it. And to the people that complimented, I want to thank you. I'm not perfect. I just do what I can. And the people that criticized, I have two things to say, depending on how you criticized. One, if you had validity in your comment, depending on how I read it, because I try to be fair, right? Like, I don't expect people to respect my singing the way I think it should be respected, but I'm doing my best. I'm not trying to be a Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey or even a Teddy Swims. I'm just trying to be Nick Goldberg. That's who I am. Thank you, Nitrogen. And that's how anyone should be. No one should try to emulate themselves off someone else without knowing who they are first. And if they are trying to emulate, they have to do it respectfully. That's how cultural appropriation gets into things. So, and even still, you have to just be smart. And look, you know, some people think I look like Teddy Swims with the beard and everything. If I probably shaved my head and I probably put tats, I probably look like him if I gained like 300 pounds. But, you know, hey, he is a teddy bear. He is a cuddly, sensitive, sweet, strong person. That's what I like about him. He's a character. And look, people are like, Nick, you love this person. It's like, look, I have a platonic understanding of this person. I don't want to just jump in with someone just because I like them a lot. So why am I angry? I'm just really frustrated. You know, I just feel like people misunderstand me. And part of it's my autism. And it's like, I don't know if it's autism. I don't know, it's just people trying to be nasty, gaslighting. And it's just like, no, you're just a horrible person. It's like, if I was a horrible person, then why wouldn't I be standing here today? Why wouldn't I be trying to make my own difference like everybody else in the world? Right? That's right. So anybody that tries to disembowel you or you, then you need to tell them you can't. You're not the decider of my fate. I decide my own fate. That's what you tell them. And if they decide to like gaslight you or impale you, then you know what, like, you're like, the authorities will handle you. That's what will happen. So I will not stand for anybody that bullies the way they bullied me. Do you hear me? So I hope these people hear me loud and clear. So I don't care what these people say. Oh, we're not bothering them. Yeah, there are people that did. So I hope the people in the audience that are in my chat are the ones that support me, because those are the ones I want right now. So, Jens, it's a long story. I'm not getting into it right now. There was nasty messages left weeks ago. They still come after me, come after Testa. It's like, when does this stop? And people are like, oh, this never stops. Horrible. People are no, wrong. You're part of the problem, not the solution. Do something. So, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just want to make a difference in the world. That's my goal in life. And if people can't understand that, then they need to listen. And if they don't listen, then they either need to see the wall or they see the door. So, look, I don't want to go into it right now, okay? We already know about the story. I don't want to go on any longer about it. I'm just addressing it in the most politely, diplomatic way possible without having to explain all the details. Because if people don't understand, I will explain to a fault, but I don't want to go through all of the unnecessary exposition. Okay? That's the point. No one should be bullied or harassed. And anyone that tries to take their identity and use it as a weapon is wrong. That's just how it is. People need to understand that. People do not have the leniency. Thank you, Nitrogen. Thank you. So, hold on, I gotta check something real quick. Yeah, so, I'm back. I'm gonna be making a turn soon. You know, people, I laughed when I told someone I really liked Teddy Swims' music. You know what they did? They looked at him and they said, I'm like, you know what? Why can't you judge people beyond their looks? And then people are like, but Nick, you're beautiful and this and that. It's like, okay, that's nice. I appreciate that you appreciate how I look, but I have to work hard like anybody else. And I'm at my lowest when I'm at my lowest, right? Nobody is perfect. Who the hell is perfect? What's the definition of that? If the definition of perfect should be that you're at your best, then that's your best. but your best isn't someone else's best. Look, Jens, the point I'm trying to make is that everyone goes through positions in their life that are hard, and it doesn't make them a bad person. Thank you, Tessa. I'm just giving you my TED Talk right now. That's all I'm doing. I'm telling you, look, don't look at my life and think it's easy. It's not. I have to walk on my own broken glass and eggshells. I have to do that all the time. And then I have to snap out of it and be like, look, listen. And if they don't, then it's like, you know what? What more can I say? Goodbye's getting good to you, right? You know? With some people, it's like you have to tell them. It's like, and they don't want to listen? But what more can I say? What more can I say? So, I love that. Look at that. O'Neill's. Are you guys dating? Oh my god, I love this. Can I get you on camera?
Sure.
Okay, I'm on stream, so I'll just say hi. Hey, you guys are... Hi. So how long have you been together for?
About 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
What are your names?
I'm Renee.
Hi, Renee.
Chris.
So, you guys, open or closed?
Close.
Closed? I respect that. Can I give you a hug?
Yeah, of course.
I love that. So, I love you guys. The world should love more, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys have a good day, okay?
You too.
Bye.
Ciao for now.
Bye. See, wasn't that so easy? That wasn't hard at all. Anyway, seriously, and it's like some of this judgment's like, do it better, and I'm just like, what are you, Speed Racer? Like the one boy is crying, and the other, and Speed Racer's like, stop crying, you gotta get a move on. It's like, wow, that's how I talk to my brothers all the time, but at least when I do it, it's valid. So, I still love you. I still love you. Sorry, I couldn't help it. So, I need to laugh a little. I still love him. I just love how he brought the Mario China in raw and not protected. It's like, really? Really? You put it in your bag and you didn't even like wrap it with bubble wrap or anything? Despicable. So, I guess I'd have to forgive you. I still love you. Yes, we do. We love him with all our heart, despite his flaws. Because you know what? At least he puts forth the effort. Unlike some people I know. So, anyway, we're going to see what's happening here. Alright, so I'm going to end right now. I need everyone to like, comment, and subscribe. We're not getting into that right now. We're only focusing on the truth, the positivity, and the love. So we're not going into specifics of people because we don't want to attack anyone. That's why. And if we have to address someone when it comes up, we do it when it's pertinent, when it's prudent. We don't try to aim to attack people. That's not the goal of my channel. It's always to just be honest and open. And if someone has a question, I'll answer it. I gotta end. I gotta end soon. Well, where are my likes? Am I gonna hit 10 likes in 5 seconds? If we can't hit 10 likes in 10 minutes, how about 10 likes in 1 minute? If we can't even do that, I'm gonna have to end it soon anyway. So, anyway, folks, I want to thank all of you for coming out today. I know it was a bit rough, but I do need to get moving on. So I'm gonna need you to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate that, Jens. I haven't gotten any donations in weeks. Probably a week or two. So it's just been a while. So actually I probably got one the other day, it was $1, but still, look at the idea. It's just like, you know, it's either you're sky high or you're failing miserably. So, you'll donate. I'll wait till I see it. Hold on 1 second. Okay. This is... Alright, thank you. Hey Jens, are you on Discord? I'm gonna do you a huge favor, because I know you want me to keep going, I have a low battery percentage. So I'm going to do you a favor, because I'm going to do you a favor, okay? You're on Twitter, where are you? Do you want to talk later? Is something happening? Is that why you want to be on longer? I'll see what I can do, but I can't make promises without, reaching halfway. So that's just like, life. You got to meet in the middle. Thank you so much, Jens, for being helpful. We appreciate that. You're just bored? I know, but I have content. Watch that. I can't be on stream 24/7. I feel like I'm being torn apart. Do you know how that feels? Do you know how it feels to be torn apart? When you're torn apart, it's like, I don't know what decisions to make. I'm being torn in different directions. It's like, come on, guys, give me a break. It's like, I need to keep streaming. I need to keep doing this. It's like, how do I do this? How do I do this? It's like, ah! So, I know, but I want to get back there. I want to get to the true golden age again. And I know I can get there. So guys, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. I promise I'll try to get back to where I was before and just smile through, despite all the idle gossip and things that people say about me online. Because we all have to work through our life. That's just life. We don't give up just because someone says something horrible about us, no matter what. So anyway, guys, I hope you all find the love in your hearts and spread that and not the hate. We don't tolerate hate. So love, peace, and love. And I'll see you guys soon, okay?